Okay. Yay, we are live. Hey, girls.
Yay.
Okay, so welcome everybody. We hope this is showing up in the event. We hope you have enjoyed all the lives so far. I mean, round of applause for my dream team here. These ladies have been amazing. Oh, yay, I could see us live. Woohoo.
I'm
Okay.
tagging all my friends to come join and ask questions. Tag
Yes.
your people.
Tag your people. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. So my team here, you got to see everybody's story. So amazing. I mean, I even learned stuff that I did not know about some of you, which was so fun. It was so great. And I hope everybody watching also learned about our team and Team Nailed It and the Stylist opportunity. And so now we are here to answer any questions that anybody might have. And we have some that people had asked earlier too. So we could roll with some of those. But I think we know everybody did a live here. So Kathy did an amazing live earlier. We got Dana from New York. Lee's coming in from Iowa. Jacqueline, and Kathy are all in North Carolina. And then we got Sue representing Jersey.
So I never knew you went by Kathy. So that's like a game changer for me. I just learned something after a year of knowing you.
I know.
My Facebook name is Catherine, and yeah.
That is so funny. I thought the same thing. Here we're always like, hey, Catherine. She's probably like, who's Catherine?
Jacqueline, too. I don't know, Jackie. Do you go by Jackie or Jacqueline?
My good friends call me whatever they want.
Okay. Okay. So let's start with our first question that somebody had commented earlier, and they were wondering, and this is a great question, how and when do we get paid? So does anyone want to share a little bit on that? Because we all love to get paid.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. We get paid on a weekly basis, which is amazing. So I know in my life I was calling the commissions like a discount almost. It doesn't come off right away when you buy yourself, but you'll get those commissions back later on that week. And then there are two ways that you can get paid. You can choose to direct deposit it straight into your bank account. So Color Street will send your money to this portal. You log in and you can direct deposit it from there every week when you get it. Or you can decide to get a little prepaid card, right? Or it's a debit card, I guess. And then they will load the money onto that card and then you can spend it. So I like to direct deposit. There are other people who like to have their money separate, their little fun stash of money that they've earned in Color Street. And then they feel like they can do whatever they want guilt-free with that. So those are the two ways to get paid. And then also, if you earn any bonuses throughout the month where you hit special sales goals or earn product credit, all those bonuses you get paid at the end of the month. So in addition to getting your weekly payment of commissions, right when there's a new month that starts within the first couple days, you'll get an email saying, you know, you've got some payment in your little portal and log on, and then you'll see all the any extra bonuses, and your product credit will end up in that Color Street app. So it's very exciting. I think that's it, right? That covers it.
Yes, it is. I know. I use the little Color Street card that Lee was holding up. It's so cute. It's like a little debit card, and you could choose that option. And right, it's like your money goes right to it. It could be your fun money, and it's so nice. And then especially you getting paid weekly on all your sales, and then at the end of the month, especially as you know, if you do grow a team or if you really start hitting those enhanced commissions, that can really add up at the end of the month, which is always awesome and fun. Yay. Okay. I think that's everything on that, right, guys? Does anyone have anything to add, or we're...
I was just going to that card, that little Color Street card has opened windows and doors for me. When I've used it, people are like, what's this? And I'm like, oh, Color Street. It's my account. So just
yes,
that card opens it up to, hey, you want a sample? And you go from there. So I
yes, that is a great point. It's so cute. It's like the adorable little, it says Color Street. It's got little polka dots on it. It's so cute, the card. Yeah. That's a great point. That's a great point. Okay, if anybody is watching and has questions, feel free to put them in the comments because we can see all the comments. So we have some questions people submitted earlier, but we'll answer any questions you have. No question is silly for sure. So, okay, so someone earlier in the event asked, how do you keep your nails strong and long? And maybe Dana, you might want to, since you're our nail fee queen and gave us so many great nail tips, you might want to share. So I have some of our products that we love here, but if you want to touch on that one.
Yeah, sure. So I touched a little bit on that in my live when I talked about like the preparation, but I use Nail Envy, and I know a lot of us do use Nail Envy. There it is underneath my strips. So after I file and I buff, then I use the Nail Envy. And I think all of that is important for your nail health, like the filing and the buffing, and like just keeping your nails healthy in general will help them get longer. And then I have found, and this is not like a thing that Color Street like promotes, but like my nails have been healthier than ever since using Color Street, because they're always covered with like something that doesn't chip. So you don't get those like corners or things that you do get with the liquid polish. So I just like always have them covered. And I even a couple weeks ago, like I took off my polish and then I needed to wait a day before I put it on. And of course, when I didn't have them covered, one of my nails broke. So I was like, that's why I always keep them covered.
I know. And I know when I started, I hadn't heard of Nail Envy. So that was like 6 months in when I heard about it. And a lot of people, I know even VIPs, don't realize you don't have to use a base coat, but you totally can. So yeah. So for, I think it was Janine who had asked that question. Nail Envy is awesome. Use it under your Color Street. And Dana's right. I like to layer up too here. Like, give me all the layers for strength on my nails. Well, and nail tape. Yes. Am I stressing you out, Jackie, with my wild nails?
I like Nail Envy, but I also do want to stress on the fact, like, the great thing about Color Street, right, is it's a base coat, color, and top coat built in.
Right.
So when I started, I was coming off of the salon, and I was coming off of a 7-year addiction. And my nails were short and they were always breaking. And I'm not knocking the salon or gel or SNS if you like to do that, right? Like, I don't want to take away that. But I didn't use Nail Envy. And my nails, like in a month, I don't know if you remember, my first one was made in Milan, and they were like short. They were like this big. And then a month later, I did Philadelphia and they were like out to here. And I was like, what the heck is going on with my nails? Creepy. And I wasn't using anything. And I really feel like it was the fact that I had support on my nails. And like, I just did gardening this weekend, like barehanding, weeding, everything. And then went inside, like nothing broke. Like, it's just nice. I mean, Nail Envy is a bonus, right? But I think we should reiterate, I think Color Street, for me, helps it stay strong. But I'm not making a claim that that's why Color Street is designed, right? But that's my experience, is that keeping them covered and keeping a layer on them keeps them thicker.
Yeah. Yes. And I just saw somebody comment, I think it was Mary, about nail biting. And I can speak to that. I have like the greatest nail feet of my very first, nails of Color Street till now. And I was a nail biter for life. Never, ever had my nails done in Color Street. I keep it on religiously, and it is the only thing that stops me from biting my nails. So that is a great point. I love that. Okay.
I have
ooh, yes.
Mineral Fusion. It's non-acetone, non-drying, won't dry out your nails. Like, I think I didn't have any of this at one point, and I had to use something to get the nail polish off, and it was acetone, and I could just feel my skin and my nails just like shriveling up. So this is great. Mineral Fusion.
I agree. When I first started, I didn't know about Mineral Fusion, and I used acetone. I was like, oh, this works so good. And then I couldn't believe how quickly it damaged my nails. So I love that.
I think because you're doing your nails yourself, you take a little bit more pride in it, right? Like, you take pride in the products that you add to your daily structure. So like, we're going to use a better nail polish remover that's better for our nails. We're going to use a cuticle oil because we're proud. We want to show off something that we did. So I think that's where it goes. Yes. And your nails look hot with that heat wave set, by the way. Okay. Our next question. This is a really good question. And it is, do you have to have parties? So is that vital to your business? Is it something you have to have, you can do? Does anyone want to kind of touch on that? Lee, go for it.
I didn't have I joined in September, and I was afraid to have a party. Like, it was scary, just like going live was scary. And my sister was my first party, so it was kind of like easy to get into that slowly. But you get your first party then, and it's like snowballs from there. When somebody wants another party from that party. But for the first 3 months or so, I didn't, and it was okay. You know, you don't have to have a party, but
yeah, and it's a good point in the beginning. If you could find someone like your sister, or my cousin was my
family
first
member.
party. Yeah, someone that you could be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you do a party? So
Yeah,
and
and
you
it
could.
was totally like, you know, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know what to post or what to do, but it just snowballed from there. So it's good. It's not necessary if, you know, but it opens up your whole world to more people.
Exactly. If you want to
Yeah.
grow. Kathy, you want to add? Yeah.
I do. I want to throw in that. So we're not sure where the person is coming from with that, but I want to say, so sometimes I have a bit of an aversion to the Facebook parties. Sometimes, like, I don't want people to just be like, oh, I got another invite, you know? So, but there are other options. So I really like to have live parties with people I know, and I meet people I don't know through that. So that's a good option, especially now that, well, I don't even know if things are opening up or
I
back
know.
down. I don't know, but if things are open, that's definitely an option. There are also ideas like messenger parties, and if you join, your upline can talk to you about all of these things. There's also, you could have a Zoom party. You could call it like margaritas and manis, and people could join you on Zoom, and you could just show them the product. It doesn't have to be. So if whoever asked or whoever's thinking this party thing is more thinking of like, oh, I just don't want the normal, like everybody does it, you know, pampered chef and then Scentsy, and then, you know, if you don't want one of those, but you're not opposed to parties in general, there are a lot of other options that you could grab and pull from. So you still get to get new customers and be showing off the product to people who haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
And you can go without a party by doing trade shows, or vendor fairs, things like that, or neighborhood. Dana is going to be setting up like a table in her neighborhood.
In my driveway.
Come on over. So I do believe if you want to grow your business, I think any type of party where you're reaching multiple new customers is going to be beneficial. Can you survive? And can you work the business without doing a party? Absolutely. Think outside the box and draw from people's ideas. So you don't have to do parties, but I think they're fun. I've actually gotten some really good friends that like were invited from other people's parties, like that I've drunk dialed before. like poor Ginny on my anniversary night. I was like, Ginny, you're like such a good customer. And she was like, you're calling me? I was like, on Facebook. It's great because you do meet new people and you expand like this relationship also beyond the sales aspect of it. So it's just also fun to think about it like that, right?
Yeah, I love that. Sue, did you have some?
I was just going to say, and I feel that there's peaks and valleys like everything else. 1 month I might have 4 parties. The next month it might be my link, my party, and maybe one other one. And then all of a sudden, you know, snowballs. So it's not the be all end all, but it will come and go. And peaks and valleys help, and you get more comfortable with it as it goes.
Yeah, and that is a great point about having your own link, right? I think we probably touched on that. I think Jackie did. But as a stylist, you are always the hostess of your own party. So you have your own link that you share when people shop. You get those rewards. That's how you can get the free product and all that stuff, which kind of leads me to our next question. Do you have to hold a lot of inventory? You know, some direct sales you need to. The awesome part about Color Street is you do not need to if you don't want to. Of course, we like, if you're like any of us who loves Color Street and loves to hoard it, I love to have inventory. I have a lot of people who shop who will just be like, hey, Dana, you have this? Sure, I'll leave it out of my mailbox. It's great. But, you know, and you guys could speak to this, you don't have to have a lot of inventory. You don't, if you do vendor sales, you'll want to, if you love it for yourself, if you have people, or if you're out and about, you know, and you want to bring sets when you're going to soccer practice and people could shop out of the backseat of your car. It's awesome. But yeah, how do you guys feel about that? I think it's a great perk of Color Street that you can if you want to or don't have to. Dana?
So I probably hold less inventory than most of you. Definitely Jackie. But I watched, so I know a few of us have touched on the trainings that Color Street offers, and one of them is called Connect the Dots. And very early on, I watched a Connect the Dots all about how you only invest the amount that you initially invest into your starter kit and never invest more than that. As you sell those, you reinvest the money. And so I sort of pretty much stick to that unless like I have an event or something coming up where I need a lot of inventory. I can keep all my inventory in a little box. And as I sell it off, I use that money to buy more. And so I know that is a concern a lot of times with people going into direct sales. And that was one of my concerns. Like, I don't want this to be just a money pit where I'm buying and buying and buying. But that's how I run my business, and it works for me. And so I don't always have a huge inventory, and I'm happy with like my sales and how things go.
Yeah.
I'm unmuted, so I go first. So I have a huge inventory for myself. Because if you saw my live, I'm a hoarder. I started Color Street because I love Color Street, and I want to be able to change my manicure every single day. The inventory that I do get, I do not purchase. If I'm purchasing, it's because like it's a new collection, but I'm purchasing for myself, right? Similar to Dana, but I use my rewards as rewards for my VIP group for supporting me. So I have done a training on this before where I take if I get 27 sets from my VIP link, I'll take half of those and I'll take the sets out that I want to hoard. And then I'll take a half of the rest left and I'll use those as prizes. And then I'll take the other half and I'll sell it off and just put some additional money in my pocket. So I don't keep a very large inventory at all, but everybody is different. And I'll just stop and say that the inventory I have is for me because I do Color Street for me.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I love the flexibility of that with Color Street. It's great. And now that the website is completely up and running and fully stocked and new launches all the time, there's really no reason to keep inventory if you don't want to. It's awesome. Oh, Kathy, you wanted to add something? Yeah.
Yes. So I enrolled directly under Dana H, and she told me all about her strategy when I joined up, which was awesome because I did pretty much the same thing where you buy the kit, and I never really paid into anything. Okay, this is my answer. I didn't ever buy more unless I had made that money, right? So I never spent more than that $129 unless it was extra profits. But I did want to point out, Jacqueline just talked about those rewards. So you might not know this if your stylist hasn't shared what they get. But if you close out a $1,000 party, which I think happens more than you think that it would, because you have, what is it? Is it 3 months where you can keep the party open? Two months? Okay. So you can keep the party link open for 2 months. But if you hit the $1,000 and you close out, you're getting between 25 and 30 free sets, just free. So then that's part of your inventory. So you might be thinking that when we have, or your stylists have all these sets, it's because they bought them all, when realistically, if they're closing out parties, you get a good amount of free nails that then you can use any way you like. You can use them for yourself. You can resell them, like Jacqueline said. You can use them as prizes. Or I feel like there's other stuff that I'm missing. But anyway, yeah, you get a lot of good rewards. So you don't have to feel you have to keep spending money in.
Yeah, I think that's great. And that's such smart advice, right? You just have to be smart about it. This is what I put into it. I'm not going to put more into it until I start making some money. And that's really easy to do. Awesome.
But I do want to touch on one other thing though. I do have somebody on my team who owns her own business, and she purchases a lot of inventory for herself to sell out of her own business. So she works her business that way. And so that's also an option because she's also getting 25% off. She's also purchasing from herself, contributing to her link to get free sets. So there is also workarounds and rewards. If you if you purchase inventory, you're also repaying and adding to yourself too. So I look at it, if I purchase something because it's a new release or something and I want to hoard it, I'm still paying back because I'm adding to my link where I'll earn free sets and I'm getting paid on it.
Right.
So
well, you got muted.
Muted, Jackie.
I'm sorry. I'm watching, I'm outside. It's getting dark, but my family's watching TV and they were sorry, not cutting it.
So it looks like we have a question from Lee. Oh, yay. That's one of your VIPs, Jackie. Welcome, Lee. So she says, besides monthly cost of your website, which is $9.95 that you get every month, but our website's really, really awesome. It's so user-friendly. What else do you consider or recommend to invest in Color Street, business cards for your samples, and what are those startup costs? That's a great question. Dana?
Yeah, so I think business cards are great and really important to give out with your samples because otherwise it's just like a sample in somebody's bag that they throw in there and may never look at again. But truly, and Lee, if you didn't see Lee's live from today about the starter kit, everything you need to start is in there. There are samples, there are full-size sets, there are little nail files and cuticle pushers and prep pads and nail polish remover pads. So you can make nice little like giveaways for your VIPs without spending anything additional at first. I mean, most of us on this chat at this point have been doing this for a while, so we have extra money that we've earned that we can reinvest. And like, we like to buy little extra earrings and things like that, but those are not requirements by any means. So like business cards, I think are great, or even just like, if you don't want to spend the money on business cards, you can print out labels with your phone number. Yep. They're
like these from Amazon, or they're like $9 and you get like 500. You could slap it on a sample and
exactly. Put it on the back of the sample and that's all you need, or put it in like one of those little tiny bags, which you can get 100 for $5 on Amazon. And put the sample and some of like the little nail files and stuff from your kit, and you don't have to spend anything else to start, truly. If you want
I feel like I've had those little nail files forever too. Like they last forever, you know, like there's so many. Yeah.
I use, when I do my Jumpstart, I use my rewards for Jumpstart instead of buying sets because I can earn my sets for my VIP link. I used it to buy business supplies.
Smart.
You know, so like I'm sitting right now on some rewards and I'm like, okay, you know, I want these new fall sets coming, but I do love those. I love those little cuticle sticks. Like I put them in everything. I think they're a game changer. So I'm like, why not use my rewards to cover them?
And we have a great, let me show you real quick. I think I have them handy right here. Hold on one sec, guys.
Well, and I was just going to
like
say, I love
in our, in your virtual office in the website, you can purchase things like this with samples ready to go with the sample on it. And you could just slap your business card on the back. So you don't have to like create all this stuff. It's here for you, you know, and when you know, depending on what you want to spend and all that stuff, it's there for you. There's so much cool stuff in the virtual office.
And you also can get creative. Like these nail files come in your sets. If you do this a lot, you don't use a new one every time. So I have like 10,000 of these from all my own manicures that I've done. And I put these in with my samples because they're new and they're clean and they're fine. So you can really get creative with different ways to like make it very economical. You can get as crazy as you want. You can buy all sorts of fancy things, but you definitely don't have to.
And I waited after the first few, you know, those first few weekly commissions on my card. And then I was like, okay, now I'll go get business cards. All right. And then slowly, so it only came out of my profits. I wasn't investing anything else. It was, you know, so, okay, this week I made $25. I spent $9. I'm still up, you know, 18 that week or whatever. And then slowly it builds. So then you can choose how much you invest for supplies. But that's how I did the business cards and things like that. I did stickers on my own at first.
I love it. Show us your shirt, Sue, your awesome Nail Boss shirt. How fun is that? Those are so cute. You are a nail boss. All right.
I'd like to just note. I would just like to note that I have a flashlight shining in my eyeballs, so I can't see anything.
You're glowing. You're glowing.
But I was getting dark here.
Well, you know, that's what I did before buying the ring light. That's what you do. Low cost before you have your earnings to buy the little ring light. You shine a flashlight in your face
before you get this monster. It's like a production studio in here. All right. So I think if anybody has any other questions, you could drop them in the comments. We're seeing them. I think if you guys are watching and you think of more questions, put them in the comments. Someone on our panel will definitely respond. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to go back and like watch all the lives, they are so, so good. I think you will learn something from every single woman that you heard speak. I mean, it's amazing. You guys are so inspiring and I thank you all. Maybe we could each leave and just sit by saying like, what's your favorite thing about Color Street, or like how much time you put into your business, or just what is like your biggest blessing from Color Street that you didn't expect. You want to go first, Lee?
So, gosh, I mean, there's so many things that I can go on and on and on, but I'm just so thankful for like all these ladies here that you see, and all the ladies that are on our team that you don't see right now. But I just wake up every day and I'm like just so happy to do this, and like I feel like I just am productive and I'm doing something and I enjoy it and it's fun, and I've just it's been so rewarding. So
I know my husband sometimes will be like, "What are you laughing about?" I'm like, "Oh, no, nothing. It's just my nail girls. Don't worry."
they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, it's my nail friend. Don't like, just go.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, you don't need to know everything. But, yeah.
How about you, Jackie?
I mean, I piggyback off of Lee. I mean, these ladies especially, and I hope that other teams really get the benefits that we get, because we talk every day, all day, 24 hours a day. And I mean, like, about other things besides nails. Like, I've never met Dana in person, or I think I went to high school with Lee and Sue, but I don't remember. But like, we're from the same town, you know. And so I love that. Like, I do. I love that. And I need that because I'm a high stress person. So they're my venting group. But I'm going to say this, and I say it with that there's like a, you know, you should read the compensation stipulation or whatever it's called. But financially, I was able to plan several vacations for my family this year that I've never been able to do. I've been married for almost 20 years, and me and my husband just enjoyed our first alone vacation together. And we didn't have to worry about money. And I got myself a cleaning lady. So I'm not, and again, everybody's journey and finances are different, but it's been really rewarding for me, and I've been able to invest in things. My children play travel hockey. That's on average about $7,000 a year. I'm not gonna lie, my mom has been a really great support in helping me cover that, and I'm like, Mom, I got this. Like, I can pay for my kids' hockey for once. Like, it's just nice to be able to book a hotel or do things like that I used to be like, where am I going to get this money from? Even though like I had it, it's just different when it's extra, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like, I work a great job, but when it's extra money, you could just do things. I got Botox, right? Like,
me too.
Yeah, like, I got Botox. Like, it's wearing off, but that was fun. Like, those are little things that I'm using it to do stuff for myself.
I love that. How about you, Sue?
I think the key is you just ended, Jacqueline, with this is for me. Mm-hmm. You know, I started it for fun. I'm going to make a little, you know, get a little discount on my nails. I don't have to run to the salon all the time, which I too was a regular salon goer, and it was getting difficult juggling my kids, doing that. So the one thing that I would do, okay, Mom won't go get her nails done. We got to do this. And doing it kind of became something for me. And then, even though it's a job, it's not a job. It's something I enjoy doing. And I think it's changed me, my confidence. Lee, I remember the first time we were both going live. I was like, oh, now I can talk to anybody on anything. And I'm a little more willing to put myself out there. I'll walk up to people, you know, someone says something about my, oh, they're Color Street. You want a sample? Do you know? No, they're not stickers. It's real nail polish. And I'll talk to people I never talked to before. So I think it's a confidence thing. And just then the support, the awesome ladies. I mean, I don't think the only one I've met in person is actually Dana.
Yeah.
But you know, it just really is just a great group, and it's something that I feel there's so much that it's a package. It's so much of a journey that I didn't expect it to be. I thought it was all going to be nails, and I think it's a lot bigger what we do for ourselves and what we can use. So, thank you, ladies.
Yeah, that's powerful. Thank you. How about you, Dana?
All of that. Really. Like, I don't think I could narrow it down. And if you heard my story earlier, like, I literally bought it because I saw the kit and I was like, that's a good deal. And it's like, it's more than just nails. Like, the friendships and the support and like our chat. I know we always talk about our chat and we must sound so corny, but like, we chat all day, all the time, and not in like an annoying way, like, oh, my phone's blowing up again, but like, we're like, everyone's supportive, and like when you can, you respond, and when you can't, you don't. But like I like to, because we really have such a great team. I know we definitely sound like a cult, but we're not. We're just having really fun.
No, it's so true. So true.
I get sad when it's like an hour later and everybody's sleeping and
Oh,
I'm still
yeah.
awake. And I'm like, who's awake?
I remember there was like one day where Lee was like, did we not talk all day? It was like 7:00 at night, and I'm scrolling up, and like all of us were like, what happened today? Like, that's not happened ever.
I love it. How about you, Kathy?
Yes, I'm going with friends. I love that we all are going with that. It's so funny. So I will say I signed up under Dana H and we went to high school together, and I feel like we were friendly acquaintances, you know what I mean? But we weren't like besties by any means. And now all of a sudden I'm like, I love Dana. She's amazing. And then I've made all these friends. Jacqueline's son had a hockey thing. I'm going to say tournament, but I don't think it was a tournament. But anyway, in Charlotte, I was so excited. I was like, no way. I live, right by there. I went to go meet her in person, like cheer on. I brought my kids. We cheered on her son. We were like, yeah, go. Drank a little Fireball. No, it was so much fun though. And so it was way more than nails. Although I will say this. My number one reason for joining was to get free nails. And I am still ridiculously excited every time those purple packages come in the mail.
Seriously.
And there are so many now. It's amazing. Yeah, nails are still like one of those top exciting perks for me. So if you want discounted nails and free nails, this is the way to get them.
Yes, yes. Oh, I mean, I couldn't agree. Everything, like you guys said. I mean, like Sue said, for me, the confidence, like, I mean, who would have thought a little decision to, try some nail polish and join would just connect us to each other and these amazing women and just so many cool opportunities. So I feel truly blessed. And I can't thank you ladies enough for jumping on tonight. You guys are really awesome. And I hope, okay, so anybody who's been watching, I hope you have enjoyed. If you guys have any other questions, reach out to the person who invited you here. They will have all the information. Reach out to any of us if you really have connected to our story and have questions. We're here to answer any questions that you have, but definitely reach out to the person who invited you, and we hope you'll consider joining us. It is
Join our love fest over here.
Yes, it is. Sounds really corny, but it really is so much more than nail polish. So.
Cult so much is more like a sorority of some kind.
You guys don't tell them about that stuff that we drink every morning, right? I just want to shout out too, one of the best things that Dana mentioned about the confidence and stuff. Like, I've known Dana with the blonde, right, since I was probably like 5 years old. And we were friendly and had a lot of mutual friends and stuff like that. But in a year of just getting to know her on a different level, as like a management level, as like a prioritizer, she's like our fearless leader. Aww. And it's been amazing to watch her grow. It's been, and Lee doesn't know, I mean, Lee maybe knows this, but a few of us were in this group prior to Lee joining it. And what did I do? Like the whole time I was like, does anybody see this girl, Lee?
I know. We're like, she's so awesome.
I was like literally obsessed with you, Lee, before you even knew it, because I was like watching you grow. And I just want to say, I'm so proud of all of you. And I hope that anybody, who considers joining feels proud of themselves and is around people like that.
Yes, I agree. Big, big hearts. Ooh, we're freezing up. I hope. Maybe it's just on my end. Okay. My screen freezed up, but I think we're okay. I don't know if your guys is. All right, guys. So can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're
Yeah, I'm frozen. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Dream Team ladies. Thank you, everyone in Team Nailed It who joined us. And hope you have an awesome night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Let's see. Ooh. My computer is totally frozen up. If you you guys hear snoring, it's my dog. It's not me.